people's thoughts on it and how, they interpret it. Because, again, I can give you my interpretation, but it's always interesting to hear what people take from a song and how it ministered to them. So,
dope.
Sweet Darling, peep it.
Here we go. So we'll be right back after this.
Taking the backseat to a heart, 'cause he say it's just too far. Sweet darling, he stole her cookies out the jar. Sweet darling, and now his kisses taste like tar. Sweet darling, oh, oh, oh. Her tender heart just skips a beat each time she moves her feet. Sweet darling, she heard the gunshots up the street. Sweet darling, and now she can't fall fast asleep. Sweet darling, oh, oh, oh. And now she's gone. Sweet darling, oh, losing herself in the city scene. Into the night, sleepless eyes can't take the weight of what's in her mind. It's all the time. Taking the backseat to a heart, 'cause he say it's just too far. Sweet darling, he stole our cookies out the jar. Sweet darling, and now his kisses taste like tar. Sweet darling, oh, oh, oh. Her tender heart just skips a beat each time he moves his feet. Sweet darling, she heard the gunshots up the street. Sweet darling, and now she can't fall fast asleep. Sweet darling, oh, oh, oh. And now she's gone. Sweet darling, oh, losing herself in the city scene. Into the night, sleepless eyes can't take the weight of what's in her mind. It's all the time. She said, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta breathe, breathe, breathe. But if you wanna stay, I can't make you leave. She said, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta breathe, breathe, breathe. Well, if you wanna stay, I can't make you leave. No, no, no. I knew this sweet darling was really raw in spirit, but all the dudes she ran with, they crushed her. Now she's fearing not God, but she fears the street life. Creep nightly, urban sightsee, you know how life be. Rightfully so, went after the dough, but when the cops came, all she had fell to the floor. United we stand, divided we fall. Yeah, that don't mean a thing, you ain't got nothing at all. United we stand, divided we fall. Don't mean a thing, you ain't got nothing at all. United we stand, divided we fall. That don't mean a thing when you ain't got nothing at all.
And that was Sweet Darling by our guest tonight, Sharon Irving. We have Dawn, who checked in with us and said, Sweet Darling spoke to me deeply. Thanks for not being afraid to go there. So thank you, Dawn, for tuning in and for your comment. We appreciate that.
Thank
Sharon.
you, my friend. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
Felicia saying, friend, love it. And she has heart eye emojis for all of you that can't see.
I love it.
Neo beautiful, she says. Your friends are dope.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Yes. Thank you, Dawn. I love you. Thank you, Felicia. I love you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I so enjoyed having you on the show tonight, Sharon. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well. Where can people follow you and keep up to date with what you're working on?
Yes, well, thank you so much. This has been a blast and one of the better Tuesdays of the month for me. So this has been a lot of fun. And yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely do it again. And, I'll be dipping in and out of Chicago. Plug while I'm mentioning Chicago, a shameless plug for that matter. This Friday, if you aren't doing anything in Chicago, I will be co-hosting the Shybrations 1-year anniversary event with my good friend Sam Trump, who's no stranger to support the Dope Radio because he's been on here twice. So make sure you guys come to Emporium. Doors are at 8 p.m. It's a free event we're having. We have free beer, limited beer from our sponsors. We have some giveaways and some raffles, so make sure you guys come out. We're going to have a really good time. We have some really dope artists, amazing artists. Sam's going to perform. Crystal Metcalf is going to perform. The local Voice, Astro Samurai, Avery Young, Cole DeGenova. I'm trying to think quickly on my feet here. It's a lot of... Yes, a lot of really great artists are going to be performing. Rhea the Second is going to perform. Trying to think who else. The Evantist is going to perform as well. So please, if you're looking for a good time, a lot of good people, a lot of good vibes, a lot of good music, make sure you guys are there. And the place is in Wicker Park, Emporium Arcade Bar. The doors are at 8, and I will definitely be there in the house co-hosting with my homie Sam Trump. So make sure you come out.
You guys, I think I'm definitely going to be there because I'm in town for once on a Friday.
Yes.
Number 2, Emporium is amazing.
Yes.
Number 3, Sam Trump. And
it's
4,
amazing.
So I'm going to be there if, that is an incentive because I'm going to just be there vibing.
Yeah, come see the both of us. Come see Sharon. Come tell her what you think about the new music. And, I'll be there. I'm sure I'll be running around a little bit like a chicken with my head cut off back and forth. But I will, I will stop and talk to you if you come see us. Just come have fun. It's going to be a really good time.
That's going to be a great show. Sam Trump is awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, but just people connect with me. Sorry, I didn't answer the question, but
I kind of just hopped in and took over, and so
I love it. We're on a tangent. This is free flowing. We don't have an agenda. Find me on all the socials: Instagram, Sharon Irving Music; Twitter, Sharon Irving, and that's SharonIrving. SharonIrving.com. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all the things, and I actually respond to people and love hearing from people and would love to hear from you all. And I'll be announcing in the coming days just a pre-release for Bennett Ave. And I'm really, really, excited for this project. It's my baby, and we really hope people will stay tuned for September 29th, not July. We're not going back. We're going forward. September 29th. And, please stay tuned. And, let's keep spreading love and light and with this music. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. So I appreciate your prayers and just all the support and love means so much. Everybody tuning in. Thank you. And stay tuned. Stay tuned. 2018, I keep saying it's the year of new beginnings. And so 8 is the number of new beginnings. And I know that for a lot of artists, it's been a rough year, and I want to see us all win and continue to do what we're called to do and continue to use our voice for change and continue to be agents of change and voices with the voiceless. So let's do it. Let's keep doing it.
Awesome. So what's one thing if you had, a memory that you want to leave people with, or a representation of yourself, or what's the one thing that you would want the world to know about Sharon Irving?
Ooh. Wow. Your questions.
I do this, Sharon. You know what I mean?
This is, yes, you are in your lane. My mom peeked her head in and said, she's good. I like her voice.
Hey, Mom. Tell her I love her and I haven't even met her. Hey, Mama.
She does not give away compliments. Lord knows.
Yes. Come through.
So, wow. Come through, Mama. Man, one thing, just like that one thing, wow. One thing about myself.
Yeah, anything,
Okay.
and that could be personally or anything personally, musically. Just what would you leave the people with? When they think about Sharon Irving, what do you want them to think about?
Wow. Ooh.
Did I make it harder?
No, that helps.
Oh, okay.
I really want to answer the question. Like, I don't want to give the generic answer, but I also don't want to overthink it because we don't have time. But
well, how about this? Your friend Felicia Boswell says she is enough. That's what I say. I heard that. That's a good friend.
Hey.
I like you, Felicia.
I'm telling you, you need to get Felicia on the show because she's gonna drop some. We need Felicia on the show.
See.
I would say that, I would say first is vulnerability. I used to see my vulnerability as a weakness. And I think the world that we live in kind of, sees it as a weakness, like hold it together. And I think vulnerability is courage. And I would hope people would just remember that I sang and spoke and wrote with just this vulnerability and a rawness that, maybe exposes a lot. But I think in the end that's courage, because I think free people. And when you feel like you can't speak your truth, that's death. Like if you feel like you can't, like my girl Felicia said, if you feel like, I'm not enough and I have to be more than what my reality is, more than what my story is, like, no, you are enough. And your truth is enough to change someone's life. If we just be transparent and be vulnerable with our weaknesses, because in our weaknesses, God's strength is made perfect. And I think I always joke and say that's the story of my life, like God's strength and weakness. He has shown up in the weak parts and used me as his vessel in spite of so much. And I'm a living witness that no matter what you go through, for me, it's been a number of different things, from literally my voice being, under attack, like developing vocal polyps. Like, how does someone who's called to use their voice, of course, and so just, I want people to be encouraged by that, like, I'm a living witness that no matter what you face, like, don't let that stop you from stepping into your calling, because it's probably going to be the very thing that makes you powerful, that makes you real and relatable to people. Like, it's because I've gone through these things with my voice, because I grew up on the south side of Chicago, that I have a richness and a character, and just love. I think in the end, love conquers all, and I want people to feel that love come through the music and to feel that freedom. But I want to. So I know that's more than one thing, but I think it kind of all ties in just to being enough and knowing that your truth, living your truth, and telling the truth through the music. And so see me as a truth teller, see me as a vulnerable woman, as, a weak vessel that God used in spite of her weaknesses. And I pray that, I'm a student of life, so I'm sure if I have the privilege of living till 90, it'll be a whole nother set of things. But right now, that's where I'm at, just trying to live my truth and be vulnerable, be courageous, and be a truth teller.
And now that you've reduced us all to tears, Shakia Danielle said, yes, tears. And Felicia said, a flower in a field of weeds. Don't forget, Sharon. So don't forget, a flower in a field of weeds.
Yes.
That's a good
Yes.
one. That's a good one.
That's good, right? Good.
And then next on the show on Swear the Dope Radio, we have Felicia Balto.
Come on, I'm telling you. This is a divine setup right here.
Right.
We're having a healing moment. Like, this little moment.
See,
right
we
here.
knew the
There's so
second go round was going to be the best. So, thank you for your patience and for everyone that tuned back in.